So, very good evening to all the eminent panelists and all the people who are witnessing this great webinar. We are not being heard precisely because we don't speak. This is the quote of none other than Sir Govardhan Singh Jamwal sir. Jammu should have a voice from Jammu, and this was the need from a very long time. Brigadier Dr. Vijay Sagar Dhaman has initiated this initiative just because he wants to fulfill this need. It's a webinar on progressive movement in Jammu and Kashmir from the past tense to the present perfect and the future definite is precisely because the voices from Jammu needs to be heard and the voices from Jammu needs to be taken seriously, and that's why this initiative has been taken today. We have all the eminent guests with us, and we are being heard by many people over social media, over YouTube, and we have created the whole platform digitally for this voice to be heard. Brigadier Dr. Vijay Sagar Dhaman has been working digitally, and he is not stopping because of Corona or any sort of pandemic or any sort of things. We are working digitally just because we want this voice should be heard. So today's webinar is on progressive movement in Jammu and Kashmir from past tense to present perfect and future definite. And we are very blessed that we are having our convener with our eminent panelists with us. So I would like to hand over the mic to Brigadier Dr. Vijay Sagar Dhaman to take it forward. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Varun. Thanks for giving a bit of an introduction about the very genesis of why we are here today. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this particular platform, and it's a kind of a small little initiative from us to make sure that we all get a voice, and our voice is heard as a formidable one, an official one. And today, of course, I am expecting certain friends from Gilgit-Baltistan and DOJK also to join in, but maybe I think they haven't joined us yet, but in due course they'll be coming over. And another thing is Professor Vrinder Gupta is not coming because he's had certain corona positive cases in the family, so he was not in the right frame of mind, so he'll not be joining. And Professor and Ambassador Partha would be joining us at 5:40. He unfortunately again, after getting both the shots, both the jabs, he's been again corona positive and he's recovering. But he's just given me a call that I should remind him at 5:40, and about half an hour he'll be with us and give us his comments and whatever he has to say about it. Now, before we go forward for today's proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, I just would want to sort of re-emphasize and put something into your memory that please, for God's sake, this second wave should not be taken lightly. And why the second wave has come, there are multiple theories which have come from the arms lobby, from the pharma lobby, or even for that matter, from the oil lobby in the world. Aim is to put Modi down, or India down for that matter. And maybe they have succeeded in doing that. But then we should not forget the majority of the responsibility lies with us, we individual citizens. We have not been using masks. In the month of February, we thought everything is over. We stopped using masks. We were not live about the social distancing at all. We were not following the norms of washing hands or using sanitizers, not touching your eyes, nose, or your mouth with your hands very often. I mean, all those guidelines were just thrown to the side. And that is a major sort of a point. And this has certainly created, we were a COVID-19 superpower till February, and we were helping the whole world. It was our vaccines which are going all over the world. Now that it is totally turned over. And imagine a country like Bhutan and Bangladesh getting on the, I mean, this kind of a situation. And it has been aggravated by various people, maybe political groups, maybe religious groups or whatever. gentlemen, please pass the message to everybody. At this time, we are in a war. We are war against Corona. We are war against China or whatever. If they are the one, Germany for that matter, the pharma lobby, the arms lobby, the oil lobby. We are at war with them, and we all have to be together as a nation. I mean, after the war is won, we can again have our own views, our own ideas, our own ideologies. But if we have to survive, it is our survival which is a danger. So Corona is a very vital thing. Kindly pass on the message to everybody, whatever you can. And I'm on record, online, live on Facebook and YouTube at this moment. People would be listening. I'm sure everybody is going to listen to what I'm trying to say. Not that I'm going to say some gospel words. They're just simple things. We have to make this, we have to go on the drawing board stage and come to the simple thing to defeat this Corona. So please pursue this message, spread this message wherever. And secondly, thing is, yesterday, a day before yesterday, I also had a tragic incident. One of our postmates, Wing Commander Anup Mehrotra, gave up his fight against Corona. So that was quite as an ex-NDA postmate, it's a very close association, and I felt very perturbed about it. But then initially the thought came to mind that we should cancel the event. But then I said the best tribute that I would be giving to the departed soul would be giving him homage on this platform, on my ISHA platform, that is International Institute of J&K Studies and Analysis. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would request you all to observe 2 minutes silence in the memory of Wing Commander Anup Mehrotra, who was a great guy and a great Air Force pilot and a wonderful human being, and today he is no more with us. So 2 minutes silence, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure God will bless his soul wherever he is, and for all others who have lost their near and dear ones, I have a great piece of sympathy for them, condolences to them, and I'm sure we will try and follow all the norms and make sure that we don't get affected by this, and because we have to win this war. And as regards today's webinar is concerned, I would like to tell you that this is a very appears to be a very simple subject, development of UT of JK. But then today, whatever speakers that we have with us, they have certain very different ideas at conceptual level, at working level. And that is why we chose the subject, because these things have not been spoken about. The potential of UT of JK or even Jammu has not been acknowledged as yet. And from this platform, I'm making an attempt that we project ourselves in a manner that we are able to harness our potential, and whatever wrongs have been done by the political establishment or any other thing, they can be undone. And maybe whatever happened in the past, we need to forget that, and we have to go forward in a very dynamic manner. And that is why Professor Bhatia gave the punchline for this particular webinar. If you see, is the past tense, present perfect, and future definite. That means we definitely will improve. Whatever has not been done, the prosperity will come. Whatever deficiencies were there, they will be made up, and Jammu will be a formidable voice. Jammu Kashmir will be a formidable state. Some of us call it Jammu Kashmir of Maharaja Gulab Singh. Somebody calls Jammu Kashmir of 1947. Somebody calls up Jammu Kashmir of 2019. We will decide which is our real heritage, which is our real inheritance, and what way we got to go through.
Please like and subscribe.